If you've ever looked up into the sky and seen a red and yellow helicopter, you've spotted Air Ambulance Bob on yet another emergency mission. From our base at RAF Benson in Oxfordshire, we can reach medical emergencies anywhere across Berkshire, Oxfordshire and Buckinghamshire within 15 minutes, including Milton Keynes.
Yep. 270.
0, Jez.
Yep.
Jez, we got a job!
Travelling at a speed of 150 miles per hour, the helicopter can be at the scene long before a land ambulance, and we're able to access areas that would otherwise be unreachable, such as farmland, riversides and golf courses.
I was playing football for my local side on a Saturday afternoon. Some point in the second half, just went in for a regular tackle, and unfortunately the way I went for the tackle, my foot got planted and my weight carried me forward, resulted in a serious break. The ambulance was called straight away, and we had the first responder turned up almost instantly. And then once they arrived, I think they ascertained quite early on that they may need the help of the air ambulance. I've been advised that it could have potentially resulted in me losing my foot the way the fracture was, and if I hadn't received the treatment that I did on the pitch from the doctor that was on the air ambulance.
By having doctors on board now, we've been massively able to increase the level of enhanced care that we deliver to our patients and the victims of trauma. It's not just about the doctor, but the synergy and the partnership between the physician and the paramedic as well. And it's three things that can be made a difference. It's known as treatment, triage and transport. Treatment-wise, by having the doctor and the paramedic working together, we can enhance treatment. For instance, we can give advanced drugs, we can even carry out surgery, life-saving surgery on the roadside, we can even put people to sleep with general anaesthesia. In terms of triage, the vital thing is making sure the right patient gets to the right hospital, so we can bypass local hospitals if need be and make sure they get to major trauma centres that are trained specifically to treat victims of trauma. And finally, obviously, the helicopter makes the difference in terms of timing and being able to get to that patient quickly and then transporting them quickly as well.
Our fast response time can mean the difference between life and death, especially in the case of road traffic incidents, when traffic jams caused by the accident can slow down regular emergency service vehicles.
I was coming back from a New Year's Eve party in Reading. I was a passenger in a car, and on the way back my friend hit a curb, lost control of the car and came off the road. Because of the location of the accident, it was quite an isolated area. The air ambulance were called and they stopped in a nearby field, got me out of the car, provided medical attention on site as my brain had hemorrhaged and my lungs collapsed. Now once they took me to hospital, I received further medical attention there. Their swift intervention, them getting there quickly and able to get me to hospital as soon as possible, was a big factor in me surviving.
And it's not only adults who are saved. Air Ambulance Bob plays an equally vital role in airlifting children to hospital for emergency treatment.
I was taking Kieran to his childminders on the Monday morning. It's about 9:30 as we left. We just got outside of the village when Kieran was crying in a cry of pain. I indicated to pull over on the side of the road to find out what was upsetting Kieran. When I don't actually remember, but we were impacted by a heavy goods vehicle from behind, which Kieran was taken from the vehicle. They cut him free in his car seat and took him out the side of the vehicle. And as they took him out, air ambulance was already there. And he was whisked straight to air ambulance. Unfortunately, I wasn't out of the vehicle at the time, and they needed to get Kieran into the hospital rapidly. We don't think this one would be here had it not been for air ambulance. He'd sustained serious head injury and had got a small bleed onto the brain. And obviously time-wise for air ambulance to get him to the hospital was so quick, it allowed the hospital time to be able to bring the bleed under control. Without air ambulance, I don't think Kieran would be here.
Air Ambulance Bob will come to the aid of anyone, whatever their age or situation, when required, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So you may be surprised to know we receive absolutely no funding from central government and no national lottery funding. The Thames Valley and Chiltern Air Ambulance Trust is a registered charity, and we rely solely on the generosity of the local community to keep us flying. Please, help us fly many more vital emergency missions. After all, you never know when you or someone you love will need us. Visit supportbob.co.uk, your local air ambulance for Berkshire, Oxfordshire and Buckinghamshire, including Milton Keynes. Thank you.